Perfect. So you should be able to see me in there. Red, orange, and yellow guy. Yeah, you're so stoked.
I am.
All right, so I'm going to make the joke because this is going to work in my favor. I probably did it on your tour too. I am the hottest thing inside the frame right now. Yes, sorry, fellas. That's how it goes. Manly ladies is what I normally see. Bridal parties, that slays. I just going to put that out there. But with this particular camera, what do you think we're looking for?
Heat.
No, I'm the heat in here. If I'm heat, then we're looking for cold. So we're looking for the cold spots. Don't overthink this, guys. Have fun with it. So with this, the cold spots are going to be blue and black. We're looking for them to either take shape or to start moving on their own. So when I say take shape, I want a head, shoulders, moving arms and legs. That's what we've caught with this guy in the past. Hopefully, that's what we're going to capture with this guy again. I also have a blue dot bouncing around the screen. That blue dot is there to show you where the coldest spot is in the frame at that particular moment. So it's going to bounce around. I'm looking for 15 plus degree temperature drops on there. So it's 81 degrees out here for us ambient, and it's going to stay that way for the entire time we're out here together. Sorry, I can't control temperature. So I'm going to be looking for 66 degrees and colder coming out of that blue dot. That's the cool part. If I don't find a blue body, hopefully we have a few cold spots moving across the screen, trying to develop that Crystal is probably just going to miss in real time. So with this one, you know the device, 3 cameras, my voice recorder. We never know where it's going to go. If there were only 2 of you here, we would have a minimum of 2 communication devices and a camera, so our ghost can use 3 different ways to communicate. Does that make sense to everybody? Perfect. Wow, you guys are like super great. I don't have to like really pull teeth at anybody. I'm just like, you two just look terrified. I just gotta get you guys on the track. All right, so what is this place? It's a parking lot. Congrats, you made it. I told you I'd take you to weird spots. So when we do spread out, because what'll happen is I'll give you the history. We're gonna get Sherry unmuted, and that way she can actually get to work. And I'll do round robins with everybody. I'll probably do 2 or 3 in here. Just because there's a lot of cars in here, and then I'll regroup us and show you how all of the answers and the things you found actually tie together in the event we have anything. So again, those aren't on the payroll. I can't make them do anything. So this parking lot used to be something relevant to the history of Charleston. Wow, I love like crazy weekends before holidays. It's always super crazy down there. This place was the Eliza and Charles Pinckney Mansion. It actually sat in the front of the space facing East Bay Street. Eliza's garden was lined up with Five Church Restaurant, came all the way across right towards us. And then the servant and slave quarters were in the back of the space. That's the layout, just so you know where you are when you're walking about. So, who the hell were these people? Charles and Eliza had a son named Charles, and they had a nephew named Charles. That's 3 Chucks, in case you weren't paying attention. In the event, that's why we look for the secondary clues. So if somebody hears the name Charles, I need to know which one it is from a secondary clue from another device. You guys seeing the point, I hope. Now, the son and the nephew, signers of the Constitution for South Carolina. Big deal for us. I hate politics more than all of you combined. So, with yours, because my ear is trained to listen to that, whenever I am going over history, I'm going to ask you to mute it. Just because I will lose track of where I'm at, and I already have. So, just because I want to listen to that so badly, because I want to find this stuff just like you guys. All right, so, if I don't get, it's okay. If I don't give the gentleman their recognition, by the way, they will do it for me in a nasty manner through his beer box. So I just give it to them and we move on. We're going to talk about Eliza. Now, mainly women in this group, you guys should appreciate this story. Eliza married Charles at a young age according to today's standards. The reason I say it that way is because if you're going to ask her how old she was, do not expect numbers from the colonial days, the 1700s, like when girls got married at the age of 12 and 14. Think of today's standards because the husband was over double her age when they married. Creepy age gap then, creepy age gap now. Just gonna put it out there. So if there's this age gap in front of me, I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel about it. I've had to put my foot in my mouth a few times. We'll talk about that later on. But anyway, actually, were you on the tour where I had the news team with me since it was October? Okay, sorry. I actually had to do that. I had the local newspaper following me around, like for the tour, and they were going to be doing me as a headliner for Halloween's newspaper. And I actually had that exact number age group in front of me, and they're like, "Hey, Nick." I'm like, "Oh crap! Can we cut that out of the recordings, please?" But anyway, it was a running joke all night. Anyway, back to Eliza. She married him because her father was over in England. He thinks he's dying. He wants to bring all of his kids home one last time so he could see him. Well, Eliza didn't believe he was dying, and she stayed put right here and got married. 1744, everybody. You don't get married in that year to earn a green card because we are not a country yet and there's no such thing. She married him out of love. This is a true love story. There's nothing horrific about this location. It's a place of respect. Back to Eliza. She was correct. Dad didn't die right away. And instead, he starts sending her gifts from England to where you're standing. One of those gifts happened to be the plant seeds of indigo. That's a plant, makes blue dye, makes your blue jeans blue. You got a whole lot of it on right now. So that's what we use it for today. When she got those seeds, no idea what to do with it. She had to learn from the servants and slaves how to keep it going. It's not always hot here. Then she had to learn how to make the dye, moved it to a cash crop down by the, oh my God, I forgot which river it was. sorry. I'll come up with that again. I usually don't like mess that one up. But anyway, she moved it down to her cash crop, got a hold of her father, and told him that the rice plantations were going downhill. They were going to make a killing with the indigo. And now we have an international businesswoman during colonial times. Something you don't hear of every day because it doesn't really happen that often. Oh, by the way, when cars come in and out of here, that's the only way in and out. So just be mindful of that. So that's the boring business stuff. Let's get into the weird shit because that's why you guys showed up. Here's what's going to happen. I am going to assign focus questions to everybody with the communication device. If you go rogue, 3 little rules. No yes, no questions. We won't count those answers. Be respectful and please do not ask about her children. I will reveal the reasons why before we leave the space. So we're going to start off with Addison. You are going to focus on her death. 4 major things we get answers to from her because she's pretty open about it. Age at death, how old she was, what she died from, where she's buried, which president was a pallbearer at her funeral. So again, 4 majors: age, how, where, president. Easiest way to remember it. So with yours, Christina and Julie, yours kind of work together in tandem. Here's why. You're going to be looking for obviously any 3-letter words or more, but Eliza's initials are ELP. So to think of Eliza Pinckney, I'm not going to tell you what the L is because that's what Julie's going to be looking for.
She's got frown.
What do you got?
Frown.
Frown. Are you frowning? We can't see in the dark. So the L was her maiden name, and the reason why I'm so big on this L part is because she's the second wife named Eliza from Charles back to back. First wife named Eliza, she died in January of 1744. 5 months later, he married the one I just told you about. So kind of a jerk move if you really think about it. But again, true love story, right? Okay. So try to figure out which Eliza we're dealing with. You can also go after like the marriage questions if you want, because I think we'll give you numbers. Okay. How old she was, what year they got married. Those are some things that you do know already, except for the ages. Sherry, yours. You're gonna be, am I getting the names right?
Yes.
Cheryl? Yes. Okay,
yes.
Perfect. You just kind of gave me that like hesitant
look.
Sorry.
Yes.
So the mansion's not here anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
Ask what happened to it, and if we get the what, we often get 2 or 3 numbers from the exact date of that tragedy. Yes, I just gave you a clue. It was a tragedy. Your device only gives us like 1 to 2 syllables at a time, which is why you get such simpler questions. Julie, you and I will take a look at that word list from time to time just to kind of see where you're at and see if it ties in with what everybody else has going on. Any numbers out of the EMF meters, by the way?
I did see a 4.1 when we first got here, but...
Perfect. I'll take a little 4.1. So you're going to also escalate those numbers. So you're going to still be at 2.5 and higher, but when you get like a 4.1, you're now not going to give me anything below that. We don't need a whole notebook full of numbers as you guys toggle back and forth. But again, I want to kind of see like where each one goes up to. So you're up to a 4.1. Don't give me anything below that. We're going to keep it growing. So Cheryl, have you seen any numbers come out of yours yet?
How crazy is that? Aircraft. Greg.
What have you had? Do you remember?
Greg, and then yours.
Ballpark?
Are you talking about the first or the second number?
The top number. So
No.
Yeah, so the bottom number is temperature. So, and if it comes up like he had a 4.1, so that would be the reading. All right. Have you heard anything come out of there yet? Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to get that actually located. All right, guys, we're going to spread out. Just stay away from the vehicles. I know it limits us with the amount of vehicles that are in here, but just try not to go in between or in front of those vehicles. Let's get you unmuted finally so you can get to work and everybody spread out.
You just walk around the parking lot.
Christina. Yes. Keep you with me so I can show you how to work that.
Okay.
Everybody else spread out. I'll be with everybody in just a minute doing a little bit of notating. All right.
Okay.
I'm at 66 degrees.
realize as much just because it's real
Yeah.
time.
What was the temp?
66.
Yeah, I hit 65 over here.
What was it on? Do you remember?
It was just on that area like that. It wasn't on
Did it hit a car or anything?
Nope. It was just in the corner, but it was gone now. Look.
Oh, by the way,
Look.
that's the sky. Forgot to warn you.
Oh, okay.
So the sky has no
Okay.
surface. That
Okay.
reads surface temperature only.
Gotcha.
So that blue dot, you want to try to keep the sky out
Down.
because
Okay.
it'll default every time up there.
Got it.
So debunked. Look at that.
Okay.
We
Very
got
cool.
this.
Mhm.
What are you getting out of there? It's not an easy job. Wordless person, where did she go?
Picking up radio waves. Yeah. That's how they communicate. Just ask it any questions you like. Do I have to remember those questions to tell them? Probably. If they answer back, yeah. questions might be lame. Julie's word list is interesting.
It seems to change
Lonely.
when you go over there. I had worker. What else did I? You need a piece of paper. Sudden, early, lonely.
I mean, I could tie those to a lot of stuff.
Top.
What does it say? Top. Where? Is that what it says?
I'm saying where was like one of the
Oh.
asked.
Yeah. What happened?
There you go. Keep it going. I'm not gonna write that one down. Go ahead and do it. Cheryl. Where am I at? Julie, I've been looking for you. Hey, Heidi. Let's see what you got going on. So Addison is just getting now used to her spirit box, so I'm kind of giving her a few minutes. And I changed up Sherry's a little bit so she would have an easier time as well. So with that, Crystal, you might actually want to help her out just
Okay.
because you've used that one before. And if she misses something, it'll show up on the audio from your camera.
Okay.
So
Coming with you.
a few more minutes.
I asked what the
30.1 right now.
I asked what the tragedy was. He hasn't answered. Asked if somebody was pushed. Nothing.
Any words coming out of yours?
O-O-A-K and A-D-S.
Did she have a son or daughter?
What do you got now?
Case review and report.
Now you're on the right track. Remember, other people are asking questions. Now, the case review and report are people. So they contact today.
Witness? Did you hear that? For the. I thought I heard witness and for the.
He just had case review, and now you have witness.
And
So
for the.
witness.
Are you going to
She's
listen?
trying to
You can
listen.
get closer.
Eliza, we're gonna wrap it up soon, so if you got anything to say, now's the time to do it. These folks are getting used to these boxes. I know somebody's around. You can just give us a... What was that?
She said, all right.
All right.
All right.
That was weird,
Yeah.
because there was no static in there at all.
No.
No.
Okay.
It's all right.
Eliza, being respectful.
I'm picking someone up right in front of me.
Right beside
That's
you.
Yep, right beside you.
And it was right beside her.
Nope. It's right beside you.
I'm gonna just move
That's
and turn
him?
a different way
It
to make sure
is.
they're still there.
I mean, there's 3 dots.
Liza, or whoever's standing next to me, just move your left arm for us. Whoever's there, don't like you don't recognize me. Just move your left arm so you know that there's actually somebody there. Make sure it's not something that's off in the distance, like a sign or a tree.
Can you move your arm?
It's not you. It's behind you.
Yeah, it's behind you and it's not her.
Well, there's
either.
somebody back there.
She's moving.
You are recording, yes?
Because it's not even picking me.
It's not picking you up at all anymore.
Let me get out of this. I want to see what's going on there. I was trying to do a point of reference.
See, it's right here. It's right over there. Yeah. It's right in front of me.
Here. That's been there the whole time that she's been walking
I've been
around.
standing right here. It's been there. It's in front of that.
It's a possibility. However, that truck is also in front of the building in the distance.
Okay.
So that's usually my first thought. And did you get a reaction, like the left arm moving at all when I asked?
A little bit.
Be interesting. Keep that shot because I'm going to go get close to that truck.
Okay. Oh. Did you see the other?
Yeah, it did pick you up, but
It
not
picked
anymore.
you up, but not anymore.
But it's still picking it up.
It's not picking you up.
Behind that vehicle.
But now it's picking you up.
Now it's picking you up. It keeps going
It
back.
keeps
between
going
you.
back. Can you move your camera just a little bit, like at a different angle, to see if it moves?
Oh, yeah.
Still there?
Yeah.
Still right there. Full body.
Is it the truck or the SUV?
SUV now. It looks like it's stuck over.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mine just said Jesus.
Well, welcome to the Holy City on a Sunday. You're going to get a lot of religious terms.
Downtown.
Carbon.
Kinsley.
Looks like it's doing the jigs.
Kinsley. Do you know a Kinsley?
Monitor.
Monitor wind quarantine.
Yeah, let's do one more quick test just to kind of make sure. And that should give us enough footage for us to be able to see what's going on. Because we're not getting an actual reaction.
What numbers are you getting?
Nothing. What, 1.0, 0.7. I got 30 over here.
Oh, wow.
War.
Friend or foe?
Because we're all staring at the empty space.
Right?
Friends. Definitely friends. We're definitely friends. Yeah.
She has the word entertainment now.
Oh. Or we're entertaining her.
Stir.
I mean, it changed quickly and
Wow, this changed its shape.
Talk.
Wow, that's a completely different shape. Even the light isn't affecting it either.
disc.
Disc.
Kenny, we got any numbers?
Nothing.
Cheryl, we got numbers?
I got the highest at 30.1.
Okay. All right, let's wrap that one up. Go ahead and hit your stop button. That's tons of footage for me to be able to analyze and kind of see what we got going on. And again, from the looks of it, it might just be the other of the disc. I don't know. So listen, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. You guys see the point. And I'm not digging for anything. That's why I usually tell you if you're on an agenda, we don't hear anything. What are you looking around for? Sorry, I love messing with you guys. But if you guys have an agenda and you're looking for a lost loved one, that's okay. I just don't want to know anything, so I'm not looking for it when I go back to the office. So, if you're going to try this on your own and you're going to walk all the way through the alley, this is a place I've been kicked out of. You have to do it without me. Use your voice recorders from your phones, and if you get a whistle in the background, just remember that every local knows this story, except for Kenny, because he's never heard this before. So anybody walking up and down Cumberland Street or Queen, we all throw a whistle down this alley. It's just something we do here. I'm surprised that the 2 tours we just saw didn't whistle at us. So that's kind of the thing down here. Here's how I got booted out of here. We got...
Doctor, have axe and beg.
How is doctor spelled out? Is it the...
DR.
Just take it. It's light, but we'll take it. Okay. Anything like LBB behind it? Nothing? Okay. Interesting. Doctor, I'll write that one down. So, here's how I got booted out. The fun part that Sherry's been waiting. Because she's been waiting to see how my ass gets in trouble. The alley didn't always go all the way through the way we came in. There used to be a wall halfway between us and Cumberland Street. The reason why this was called Cow Alley before it was Dueler's Alley. This is where they kept all the livestock for the city of Cumberland. Cows, goats, and chickens. Which means they started down there and worked their way this way. Those bricks are older than the ones we're standing on. Those bricks are sun-dried bricks from slave children. There's full handprint from a slave child over there. See what the other cameras did. So that way they all have the exact same angle, and I can analyze to see how things are being seen through the different pieces. Keep an eye on your spirit boxes. Let's get Sherry's unmuted again. We'll be here for, I don't know, we'll try for 5 to 7 minutes and kind of see what goes on here. And then, how are we doing back there with that EMAP? Do you have any numbers at all?
No.
You really don't talk much, do you?
No.
First, I haven't asked you a whole lot yet. When's our word that's coming? You got something?
I got Greek pause. Plain, strong, itself.
Vagueness here with the tearing apart from the civilian. Basically, the slave became civilian, buying his freedom. The church was coming apart. It's all vague. I'm trying to piece the story together. I would want something more like Phillips, burning, boning. Like those would make more sense.
Weird.
Yeah, it's always weird.
Alley.
I heard Alex.
Alex.
That's what I heard. So I'll write down Alex. Oh, Kai, you do have a zoom at the top. It goes horizontally. There you go. I do need to get down here during the daytime when the cemetery is actually open so I can go find the grave. And that way I know exactly which direction to be pointing in. All I know is that it's in the back left-hand corner of this cemetery.
It's in the back of the form. Yeah, those are the heads.
This thing's flat 0.0. Just never.
Anything weird going on with yours?
Ambassador? I keep getting a
Ambassador?
light over there picked up.
Yeah, pick up
So the Pinckney kids are all buried all the way around the city. One of them was an ambassador, and one of them is buried across the street. I just can't remember if that's. I don't think it is. I think it was Thomas that was the ambassador.
Grandfather?
87. And then I keep hearing a violin. Faint violin.
Okay. I don't know the year of this Sally story, by the way, so that's interesting.
What was the last one?
Who's got the spirit box down there now? Christina, you still got it?
Yes.
What you got going on with yours?
I heard a whistle earlier, but other than that,
Okay. So again, we're still near the alley, so that's good. We'll take it. Sherry, you got anything?
Strengthening.
Of course, as soon as I ask, it comes up with a new word.
Strengthening.
Sally shouldn't. That's true.
93.
87, 93.
Storm.
Julie's on it now.
Yeah, she heard storm. What's it? Waiting.
Come on, Sally. If you got anything, we'll take you. Just want to hear from you. How's our little Ouija board going on?
Hello.
I got fall.
What? Hello.
Fog.
Hello. Hello.
She got fog too. That was spelled out for us. Hello and fog.
Bogo.
Hi, how are we doing on your timer on that?
It says 8 minutes 46 seconds.
Okay, about another minute. We're gonna pull 10 minutes out of it. Just because again, this one's new.
I started it when you started speaking.
Oh, okay.
So they have to
I've got
play it
5
and play
minutes.
it and play it.
Okay.
Is that one hit or one light?
Oh.
Okay.
Got the word help.
The west. They said C. C.
C.
C. I don't know whether it's C. Yeah, S-E-A or S-E-E.
Yeah. And that's where you need look for the other clues. Like the word that was heard around that was the word help.
Nothing. Grandfather. Nobody.
Anything weird on yours, Crystal?
No.
Said it again. Nobody. Twice.
Alright, let's wrap this one up. Tons of footage on there for all 3 cameras. Good job.
Students. Servant.
You were a teacher for a little while. Who did you meet when you were a teacher?
Ideal.
You met his wife when he was her school teacher, so you guys know that one.
Store.
Henry, who did you meet when you were a school teacher?
America Entrapped. horses are everything.
What sound did we just hear in the church? Mary. Henry, is somebody else here with you tonight?
Old. Twin daughter. Psychology.
That's how they're going back and forth. Henry, is somebody else coming here with you? Give us the name.
Upset. One disappointed. One boots on the ground.
Henry, do you want to change the subject?
Stay.
No, twice. Make up
Not.
your mind. Let's talk about your work. What did you write about? The word boots on the ground was just said.
What?
Can you give us a little bit more?
Ashley. 7.
Henry, what did you write about? You can show us images. We'll understand the interpretation of that.
Did. Little frisky and risky.
She did say right, just so you guys know. So I'm okay with that. It's subtle. It's a little late, but we'll take it.
Understand. I understand.
Right? What did you write about?
Receives things. Can I share?
We're hoping you would. You're not giving us much of anything. We're already 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes into this.
Positive.
What was what you wrote about? Asked you a lot of questions. Got a whole lot of answers. Henry, feel free to answer any of the questions that I've asked you. You gave us the word right. Like that one. It's a little small verification. It's going to be a little bit more. We got the right age. We know. That's what it is.
2 plus 2.
2 plus 2. What was her last phrase? Did you catch it?
Is now an image of 16.
We got a forest image.
Store. On the ground.
What's going on with the sand? Henry, we are running out of time.
2 by 6.